All right, what's shaking, guys, man? Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. I had to get this done, man, because I think that this is a heavily slept on game song, man. Home Invasion is what we're doing today, man. It's off the Drillmatic Heart vs. Mind album. I remember when me and Ryan did the reaction to the Eminem diss that he had on this album, man, and it just did not receive the best. You know, the criticism of that diss was serious, and I think it was so disliked that it ruined what this album could have been. I think it's a good album from Game. Little bloated, but he's got some really dope tracks on here, and I think any momentum this album could have had, you know, any buzz that this album built, he called it Drillmatic, Heart versus Mind. I remember it being a little bit of a buzz with this, but then the Eminem diss came, people didn't like the diss, and people just have an issue with Game and his antics, you know, outside of the music. And so those two things coupled, I think a lot of people who are giving Game like, you know, that one last chance, like, all right, I'm gonna give him one more chance, and then he did the diss, and they was like, all right, I'm done with him, right? Because I think Game after Jesus Piece, there was a lot of I think a lot of people jumped off the game train after Jesus Piece, man, and I just think he's lost a lot of people have just been done with him because of the antics. So I think he built a little bit of a buzz back up with doing naming the album Drillmatic, and I think he was talking about some of the features that he was gonna have on it. Then he came with the Eminem diss, and I think people were like, all right, that's it, it's over. Nope. So go check my reaction out to that diss on my other channel with Ryan, my boy Ryan, Lost to Vegas. That's the name of the channel. We did a reaction to that diss. So I think, again, the point that I'm making is that I think it ruined the momentum. It ruined what this album, I think, could have been from Game. Again, not the most amazing project, but a good, solid project that I think deserved a little bit more attention than it got. And this is one of them songs off this project. And I just think it's one of the best songs in his discography. So let's go ahead. I'm going to revisit this. This is a sleeper for me. This is one of my sleepers. I think a song that probably deserves a little bit more of attention, a little bit of love. All right, man, let's get to it. The Game, Home Invasion. Shout out to Don't Mind If I Duke. Duke, not Don't Mind If I Do. Don't Mind If I Duke on the beat. He killed this beat.
Upon a time, it was a nigga from Compton with a militant mindset and an innocent conscience. He got into some nonsense. Nigga jumped in the car with a strap out. Just got dumb, mixed dope in the trap house. Blackout, back out, rags out, stack house, tap out. Trigger finger, NG looking for ops.
That was nasty, the way he came in on this track. Once upon a time, it was from Compton, you know, with a militant mindset and an innocent conscience. He got into some nonsense. Then he jumped, you know, so he was real smooth, right? You know, standard sort of flow. He kind of, you know, slowly just jumped in and came in on the track, and then he jumped into the fast rapping, which I love, right? And I love the ding in the background, right? I love it because it's like sort of like a tension builder. Then the boom, boom. I don't know if they use violins to create that sort of drama in the beat. The boom, boom, boom. But he said, jumped in the car with the strap out, just got done mixing dope in the crack house, back out. Then he switched his flow. He's a trigger figure itching, looking for ops, right? So came into the beat real smooth, right? Real slow, right? Then fast rap, then switch to flow. And the beat is building a nice little tension. So pay attention to all that. The way he approached this shit, it caught me off guard the first time I heard it, because I don't think I ever heard Game rap fast. Maybe he did and I'm tripping, but I just can't think of a time before this that I remember him rapping fast. He probably has, and I'm just not remembering. But yeah, it caught me off guard.
Once upon a time, it was a nigga from Compton with a militant mindset and an innocent conscience. He got into some nonsense. Nigga jumped in the car with a strap out. Just got dumb, mixed dope in the trap house. Blackout, back out, rags out, stack house, tap out. Trigger finger, NG looking for ops. In the city where these niggas do not fuck around when they holding them Glocks. Drop the top while you riding the drop. In the kitchen like we know Betty Crock. Cause they don't take it out of the pot. Rock it up, can we back on the block? Niggas jaw jacking while the cars passing. Started jacking dickies, that's all fashion. Turn the lights off when it lost fashion. Niggas in the field playing all mad. Sassin', we back to back in Impalas and Cadillac Escalade. This Matt Black with cactus sticks hanging out the back of
Yeah, he's killing it. You know what I'm saying? That he is in such a bag right here because the imagery. A lot of times, man, when rappers they get into the fast rapping bag, I just accept the fact that they're not really gonna be talking about shit, or they're not. There's only but so much depth. There's only but so many things you can say. There's only you can only be so compelling. It feels like when you're rapping fast. So I feel like what's sacrificed is the level of lyricism, but what's gained is how dynamic they sound. Right? I don't think Game is sacrificing that much. He's not gonna be able to just say anything, the most profound shit with this pace. But I don't think he's sacrificing that much lyrically because of the imagery. Cook the dope, take it out of the pot, rack it up, then we back on the block. Dudes jaw jacking with the cars passing, started jacking dickies. That's our fashion, right? Turn the lights off when the law's passing. These dudes is in the field playing all Madden. He's barring up a little bit there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and I like that. Then he said, assassin, we back to back in Impalas and Cadillac, Escalade, it's my black, with the cactus sticks hanging out the back of it. So the imagery that he painted with that, right? We in Escalades and Impalas back to back. We deep, in black Escalades back to back Impalas, right? Impalas are very popular in California, man, but we deep in the streets, right? Back to back cars. We got sticks hanging out of it, guns hanging out the back of it, looking for, you know what I'm saying? Right? Whatever, putting work in, right? Turn the lights off when the law's passing or when the law's flashing. They in the field playing all Madden. So turn the lights off, law's passing, right? The imagery he's painting. And then they in the field playing all Madden. When you think of Madden, it's a video game, right? It's a football video game. So obviously it's a football video game. It's concerning a football field. But they in the field as in the streets, and they're on all Madden. When you play Madden, if you played on all Madden, that was like the highest level, right? So they in the streets playing all Madden, right? So they outside, tackling shit, but also at the same time, they're playing, they doing the street shit at an elite level. You know what I'm saying? Like with the way that they carry out violence is elite. Like playing Madden, playing on all Madden in the game Madden, right? I like the California street, Compton feel of this, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, he brought you to Compton with this one. Let me pull it back.
Niggas jaw jacking while the cars passing, started jacking dickies, that's all fashion. Turn the lights off when it lost fashion. Niggas in the field playing all Madden. Assassin, we back to back in Impalas and Cadillac, Escalade. It's matte black with cactus sticks hanging out the back of it. Niggas don't know the half of it. We come through like we catfish shit, ski masking shit, click clacking shit. All in your mail, open packages on this Compton shit, demonic shit. Chronic hits with confidence, ominous. Obviously, probably be high as fuck, and that's why we tripping over minor shit. Running over prominent neighborhoods just to bring our mama shit. Dominant nigga shit, they gon' wish they left us on the biggest continent. Hood politics, the drama.
Yeah. Yeah, he said dominant, N-word shit. They gonna wish they left us on the biggest continent. You know what I'm saying? Dominant. They gonna wish they left. They gonna wish they never made us slaves and brought us here. Again, you know who he reminds me of on this? He reminds me of Biggie. The way that he was rapping, the way that Biggie rapped on Notorious Thugs. Buy the coke, cook the shit, cut it, right? Know the bitch before you end up loving it or whatever Biggie said right there. It's very similar, man. It's like a dude that doesn't rap fast, that isn't amazing at it, but because they so fly with their shit, because they're barred up and they're lyricists, they pull it off. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I'm hearing with Game. Like, you could just tell, like, he's not used to it a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he's trying to fit too many words into certain spots. But because he's nice lyrically, you're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. He going crazy, though, right? That's just how I feel. Let me pull that back a little bit.
Compton shit, demonic shit, chronic hits with confidence, ominous. Obviously, probably be high as fuck, and that's why we tripping over minor shit. Running over prominent neighborhoods just to bring our mama shit. Dominant nigga shit, they gon' wish they left us on the biggest continent. Hood pop.
Yeah, that was hard. You know what I mean? Running in prominent neighborhoods just to, what did he say? Robbing prominent neighborhoods just to bring our mama shit. Dominant, N-word shit. You know what I mean? They gonna wish they left us on the big continent. You know what I'm saying? And he said, ski masking shit, click clacking shit, all in your mail, open packages on this Compton shit, demonic shit, chronic hits with confidence, ominous, obviously probably high as fuck, and that's why we tripping over minor shit. So on this Compton shit, demonic shit, the chronic hits with confidence, right? Pay attention to the scheme. Obviously we probably high as fuck. That's why we tripping over minor shit, right? So, the YNs, man. You step on their sneakers, they ready to shoot shit up, right? Just they high. You know what I'm saying? They out their mind a little bit. They on that chronic. They on whatever drugs or pills or what have you, right? So again, just the lyricism is there for me. But back to that line again, running over prominent neighborhoods just to bring our mama shit. So we robbing the suburbs, that we're robbing affluent neighborhoods, right? Just to bring home the bacon, right? To help our moms out that's struggling in the hood, right? So pull it back, man. Yeah, because he had bars. The point I want to really drive home is he had bars, though. the lyricism actually in spots in this was nasty. It's not just, oh, he's rapping fast and he's riding a beat. No, he has some shit to say too.
This shit, ski masking shit, click clacking shit, all in your mail, open packages on this Compton shit, demonic shit, chronic hits with confidence, ominous, obviously, probably be high as fuck, and that's why we tripping over minor shit, running over prominent neighborhoods just to bring our mama shit, dominant nigga shit, they gon' wish they left us on the biggest continent, hood politics, the drama gets sticky, hollow tips, I'm letting off 50 out of it, cause I'm riding around tipsy, promise this is payback for Nipsey, once upon a time it was a nigga from Compton, threw a rag in his pocket and start calling it Bompton, he was nickel and dime, it was the sign of the times when... Nigga had to take a deep breath. I tried walking straight past them, my CT flats, and they asking. I got on my khakis, my rag just hanging out the back under my backpack, and all my homies in the casket. That's why I'm standing in the gap with this ratchet, trying to get the Thames. After that, walk all the way to Athens. So what the fuck is up? My knuckles up. My daddy always.
Game does a great job, man, in bringing you to Compton, man. I think when I think of like the great rappers, Biggie. When I think of New York hip hop, I think of Mobb Deep, the way they describe Queens, right? How gutter they were, right? I think of Nas, the way he described New York, the way Biggie described New York, the way Jay described New York, right? It's a vivid imagery that makes you feel like, okay, that's how they get down over there, right? And I think Game has always done a good job of that, man. He's up there with the best. Just like with Ice Cube and how Ice Cube brought you to Compton, man. Like, it's the same thing. I tried walking straight past them. I seen T-Flats. They was asking. I got my khakis, my raggers hanging out the back, right? I'm standing in the gap with this ratchet trying to get the Tams after that. Walk all the way up to Athens, right? I'm trying to get the Tams. Tams, I think, is a burger spot right in Compton, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where Kendrick was in a Not Like Us video, Tams, right? So he's talking about these things in his backyard. And he kind of started it, the second verse, by saying, I tried walking straight past them. I seen T-Flats and they asking. I got on my khakis and my rag is hanging out the back. So T-Flats, I don't know if that's a gang. People from LA let me know. I don't know what T-Flats is, but it sounds like he ran into a gang. Damn, and they was asking, what's up with you? You got the red flag. What's going on? Where you know where you at? Yada, yada, yada. So again, static on the streets and then running into other gangs, and you're from the opposing gang and they asking what's going on with you. Right? So he tried walking straight past them and they was like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? So again, just painting a picture of what it's like growing up in Compton. Then he said I think when he got back into, before he got into the second verse, he said once upon a time, he was a dude from Compton, threw a rag in his pocket, started calling it Bompton. So he's just, again, we call it Bompton, right? We don't do the C's, right? C's, but because, it's all fuck all C's, right? Because it's the Crips. So we call it Bompton. And he was nickel and dime, and it was the sign of the times when, right? And then he took a deep breath. So I love all of the theatrics in this too. The deep breath. I had to take a deep breath. Once upon a time, bringing you back to down memory lane, young Game, growing up in Compton, right? Just the imagery of the you know what I'm saying, sticks hanging out the back of the ride, flag in his back pocket. He's doing a very good job in painting a vivid picture of where he's from and what he was on. You know what I'm saying? While rapping fast. Let me pull it back, man.
I had to take a deep breath. I tried walking straight past them, my CT flats, and they asking. I got on my khakis, my rag just hanging out the back under my backpack, and all my homies in the casket. That's why I'm standing in the gap with this ratchet, trying to get the Tams. After that, walk all the way to Athens. So what the fuck is up? My knuckles up. My daddy always told me that I had to toughen up. I got my hat back, was in the strap back in. I ain't haven't thought if they was buckled up. I've been outside, so I jumped in my hood. They call that double dutch. This cedar block where heaters pop, but we catch fades. Come get this uppercut. Back home with the lights off and the roaches. Can't write shit, can't rap, can't focus. Got blunt burns in my grandma's sofa. I'm hoping I don't end up hopeless. Used to play ball, dribble the rock and fuck roaches. Stack bread whether or not it got molded. All red circle the block is not over. Ain't let niggas get shot without motives. All dead niggas blocks we drive over. Never look back or stop for y'all vote.
Listen to this. Yo, he's rapping. You know what I'm saying? Listen to, just let him take you that. Just let him take you through, let him take you through the mind of a dude from Compton, man. And just let him just paint that picture for you, right? I got my hat backwards in the strap back in. I ain't have a thought if they was buckled up. You know what I'm saying? Strap as in a gun, but you think of a strap as in a car strap, right? To strap you into a car seat, right? But I don't give a fuck. Basically, I'm ready to let off the gun at any point in time. You know what I mean? I ain't buckling shit up, right? That's how I'm taking that. In my hood, they call that double dutch. I got jumped in. They called that double dutch in my hood. So he's talking about getting jumped into a gang, right? That's how you join a gang. That's your initiation, right? But double dutch obviously is when you jump rope, but not jumping rope, getting beat up to join the gang. So again, this cedar block where heaters pop, and we catch fades, come and get this uppercut. So double dutch, come and get this uppercut. Jumped in. They call that double dutch, right? Then he said buckle up, right? Toughen up. So he went from toughen up, buckle up, strapped in, uppercut, right? Double dutch, all, so pay attention to the scheme as well, but it's still making sense. It's not just randomized words being put in there just because the main star of the show is the flow. No, he's actually, there's a theme. There's a central theme here that he's taking you through, right? You know what I mean? Home invasion, right? Growing up on the streets of Compton, what it's like while executing the fast rap. He said, back home with the lights off and the roaches. Can't write shit, can't rap, can't focus. Got blunt burns on my grandma's sofa. I'm hoping I don't end up hopeless. So back home with the lights off and the roaches. Back home, again, poverty. We got the lights off. We couldn't pay the light bill, so we lighting candles in this motherfucker. We got roaches running around. Hopefully I don't get, I'm smoking weed. My grandma I know I'm not supposed to be smoking in my grandma's house, right? But roaches running around. So just, hopefully I don't end up hopeless. He can't rap, he can't focus because of the misery and the drama in his life. So he said back home with the lights off and the roaches. And then later he said used to play ball, dribble the rock, and fuck roaches. So, I'm assuming that's just hood chicks, right? He called them roaches, but he used to play ball, he used to rap, he used to hoop. But he had hoop dreams is what we used to call that, right? All red, circle the block, it's not over. All red, circle the block, it's not over. So when you have a problem with people in the streets, you wearing all red as in he's a blood, he's got all red on, and he had to circle the block, right? He's looking for the enemy. Like he passed the block, probably shot up, drive by, came back around. You know what I mean? So again, there's a lot in here, man, that I think could be overlooked because of the fast rap. And people just get caught up like, yo, he's riding the hell out of the beat. No, but listen to what he's saying, though.
Heat is poppin', we catch fades, come get this uppercut. Back home with the lights off and the roaches. Can't write shit, can't rap, can't focus. Got blunt burns in my grandma's sofa. I'm hoping I don't end up hopeless. Used to play ball, dribble the rock, and fuck roaches. Stack bread, whether or not it got molded. All red, circle the block, it's not over. Ain't let niggas get shot without motives. All dead niggas and plots we drive over. Never look back or stop for y'all vultures. Drop shade over the top, see die focus. Ready or not, we bout to take over. We soldiers, hold them, not fold them. Boulders is rolling like Otis. Tempted to take the controller out your hand, fuck my composure. Windows get rolled down, we smoking. Enemies, option, whoever. Outside, no matter the weather. Handguns is light as a feather. Fly off the handle, you die. No, we ain't waiting to ride. We carve your slice of the pot and tell them make space in the sky. Once upon a time, it was a nigga from Compton with a flow like a month.
That was hard though, man. The flow change is what I really liked and what he was saying, right? Windows get rolled down, we smoking. Enemies, ops, and whoever. Outside, no matter the weather. Handguns as light as a feather. These handguns as light as a feather. It's nothing for me to tote this around and let it fly, right? It's easy for me to carry this handgun around as this way of saying that, right? Handguns as light as a feather. Fly off the handle, you die. You get crazy, fly off the handle, you die. See what I mean? So watch your tone. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't ready. No, we ain't waiting to ride. We carved out your slice of the pie and tell them make space in the sky. Send you up to God. You know what I'm saying? So again, yeah, he's rapping on this, man. Let's finish it up.
You die. No, we ain't waiting to ride. We carve your slice of the pie and tell them make space in the sky. Once upon a time, it was a nigga from Compton with a flow like a monster who was moving that contraband. Damn, y'all niggas is sick. You better not hold your breath in this bitch. Pressing an issue. New vet, I'ma show you what the shit do. New tech in this military issue. See blood, so it definitely hit you. Hey, blood, what they do with all the tissue? Pass around at the funeral. It's unusual to see as I'm standing in the background. Laugh now, no pat downs. I'm in here with the strap now. Blah, 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 blah. It's a rap. Niggas ain't coming back. It's a rap. You can tell them I said it. Nigga been dead and we still ain't get it. And the whole block live, 10 Glock 9s. Everybody on their lives, nigga. My team versus your team. Middle of the sofa. Tell them take a dive, nigga. Black lives matter, don't they? But niggas kill niggas. Won't they pull up on the corner, leave you laid out next to the lady selling a lotte? It's gang till it's time to role play. He was born.
Leave you laid out next to the lady selling elote, like the corn, you know what I'm saying? Like the little Mexican lady, I guess, maybe selling corn on the street. I'll leave your ass laid out on the street next to the lady selling elote. He said, Black lives matter, don't they? But brothers will kill brothers, won't they? So it's sort of contradictory, right? You know what I'm saying? Black lives are supposed to matter. We protest about Black lives mattering, but then we're the number one killers of each other. He said, but brothers kill brothers, won't they? He said the N-word, but black people kill black people. So I thought Black lives matter, though. But we killing each other, right? We got to care about each other first. So I thought that was a good line. He said, Black, they ain't coming back. You could tell him I said it. Then he said, the dude's been dead, and we still ain't dead it. You know what I'm saying? So whoever, the ops have been dead, or whatever op they was looking for is dead, and we still ain't dead it. You know what I mean? We want to wipe out their whole faction. It ain't ever over. The beef is forever open-ended, right? Let me finish it up, though.
It's a rap, you can tell him I said it. Nigga been dead and we still ain't get it. And the whole block live, 10 Glock 9s. Everybody on their lives, nigga. My team versus your team, middle of the sofa. Tell them take a dive, nigga. Black lives matter, don't they? But niggas kill niggas. Won't they pull up on the corner, leave you laid out next to the lady selling a lotte? It's gang till it's time to role play. He was balling at a nigga OJ. We in and out and we ain't had to crochet. I'm a smooth criminal. Any-O, you okay? I was robbing niggas. I was jacking for beats. I was bald head with my khakis creased, jumping over fences with the athlete's feet. I was all through Compton. I was back in heat. Never met D-Way yet. Never hit the 101 freeway yet. In the game, it ain't say EA yet. Outcast ain't made 3K yet. I was in your house like
tough. One of Game's best songs to me. I put this in the rafters from one of Game's best performances, man. Obviously, the flow, him, it was just something different that I don't remember hearing from him before this in terms of the flow and rapping fast. The beat is crazy. Shout out to Don't Mind If I Duke on the beat. And I just thought the Game did a really good job and with a dynamic tempo, still being able to paint a pretty vivid picture of growing up in Compton. He was balling out of dudes OJ. Well, OJ was a running back, balling, playing football, but he was balling. He was getting money, balling. But now he's OJ Simpson. I don't know if he's saying he's dead now. You know what I'm saying? He's jammed up or in jail like OJ was or dead. He was like, we in and out. He said, we in and out and we ain't have to crochet. When you crochet something, you're in and out. He said, I'm a smooth criminal. Annie, are you okay? Michael Jackson reference, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? He was like, I was robbing dudes. I was jacking for beats. Still playing off of Michael Jackson, jacking for beats. I was robbing dudes. Ice Cube had the song, jacking for beats as well. You know what I'm saying? But also stealing someone's beat and rhyming on it. So, robbing in the streets, but also jacking for beats. But I was also beating motherfuckers up. Michael Jackson, Annie, are you okay? I was a smooth criminal. Right? I was in the streets. I was a criminal. I was smooth. I was in and out. Then he ended the song by saying, I was in your house like boom and a window crashed. The song's called Home Invasion. He's breaking into a window. Before I was Game, I was breaking and entering B&Es. You know what I'm saying? So fire. The way he started the verse 3 though, man, to kind of get back to that, when he said pressing the issue, new vet, Corvette, and I'm going to show you what the shit do. I'm going to run down on you in the vet. I'm in the streets, drive by maybe. He said new tech and it's military issue, right? See blood, so it definitely hits you. Oh, we see the blood, so we know it. We got you, right? But the way he rapped that, right? Pressing the issue, new vet, and I'm going to show you what the shit do. New tech and it's military issue. See blood, so it definitely hits you, right? The way he rapped that, the scheme-wise was nasty. And then he said, see blood, hey blood, what they do with all the tissue? And then he said, pass around at the funeral, it's unusual to see his ops standing in the background laugh now. So, hey blood, what they do with all the tissue, pass around at the funeral, it's unusual to see his ops standing in the background laugh now. So I think what he's saying is, we shot him up, killed the ops, and then we showed up at their funerals like fake crying. Because he said it's unusual to see his ops standing in the background. So I don't know if his ops came to the funeral just to mock the situation. You know what I mean? Mock that they killed him and they like fake crying. I don't know if that's just a humorous little play there. And I think it just speaks to how cruel, they was moving. Like we show up to your funeral and take tissues and fake cry, but we really mocking you. We laughing at you in your casket. That type of time. Then I love the flow change at the end too when he was like, I was off to Compton. I was packing heat. Never met D-Wade yet. Because D-Wade, the basketball player. This is before I was Game, the famous rapper, right? I ain't meet D-Wade yet. I was in the streets with the bald head, khakis creased. You know what I'm saying? Never hit the 101 freeway yet in the game, but this ain't EA yet. EA Sports, a video game. I was in the game. I was in the streets, in the field. But this ain't EA Sports, right? In the game, because they do video games. Outkast ain't made 3K yet. This is before Outkast in 3K. I mean, that's a video game, or 2K, whatever. But Outkast, obviously, Andre 3000 is a member of Outkast. 3K is what we call him. I was in your house like boom, and then he ended it. So there was a lot of little lines in there that I could keep touching, man. But the reason why I love this song so much, again, is the vivid imagery that it painted of being in, like, to me, Cube, the Game, Snoop, when I think of Nipsey too, Nipsey, when I think of LA street shit and being in LA, like the pictures that they painted, man, made me feel like I was like, yo, I knew, like I have a good idea of what the underbelly of LA is like, because they did such a good job with painting the pictures of it, man. And I think Game has always done that. It's just that some of the stuff outside of the music, man, people just they get turned off from Game, man, and they just feel like some people look at him as he does goofy shit, and they like, he fire, he can rap, but he does goofy shit. I can't take him seriously, and they just can't, and they're missing out on songs like this. You know what I'm saying? Fire Joint, man. One of my favorite Game songs ever. It's a sleeper, in my opinion. I hope I put some people onto this one, man. Go back to that whole Drillmatic Heart vs. Mind album. Go back through his. If you stop listening to Game after Jesus Piece, man, I would advise you, man. Go back and listen to some joints after that, man. Game has some fire. He just put out a mixtape that I like. There's a couple joints on that mixtape he just put out with DJ Drama, I think last year. That was fire, or earlier this year. Fire too. So I'm gonna do more from the Game, man. Give me some joints that you want me to do from the Game as well, because I can do Game all day. So shout out to everybody that tuned into this. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. This is Rhyme Rate. I'm out.